So making salsa, I do mine a little different. Okay, yes, I did wash these yesterday and put them back in the box so they're dry. And but I'm gonna get you a little over a case of tomatoes, and we're gonna be decorking and cutting the top and cutting all the bad spots off and throwing away the stuff that we don't need. But I don't throw my stuff away. I give it to my chickens if it's edible for my chickens. So this is what you'll have, like that. Okay, I do mine a little different. You do whatever's best for you. And then I got my water over here heating up because these have to go to hot water for a few minutes. You'll see the skin crack, but you gotta pull the skin off. You cannot use the skin. All you can use is just the meat. Once you boil it and it starts cracking, that peel will peel right off. Then from the boiling water, it'll go into cool water, just to cool off to make it easier for me to peel. I'll be back. Now, when you're decoring your tomato, make sure that there is no white stuff on the inside. You have to get that white green stuff out. Now, when you start seeing the cracks come into your tomatoes, and they will start cracking, like see that right there looks like the skin is just pulling loose. That's when you take them out and let them cool on their own. Do not put these in ice. You put them in ice, it does tighten up the skin on your tomatoes. People don't realize that when they do it, that you need to let it cool on its own so the skin will come off completely and so easy, like these did. So we're working on salsa. Now I will tell you, those really big tomatoes take a little longer for the skin to break, and how you'll know your tomato peel is completely loose from the meat is that it'll have about that much of a crack in the peel, and you just keep stirring them. You only want to do so many at a time. Don't do all of them at one time. So after, sorry I forgot to make the video of just the tomatoes, sorry. You chop all your tomatoes up into small little sizes, and then you want to get in there with your hands. Make sure you got clean hands and squish them. And then you want to add some that hasn't been squished because you want a thicker salsa. Now this has 4 whole big onions in it. It also has a little bit of dill. It has about a cup of cilantro. It has a can of corn in it. I'm trying to think of everything. And it also has some spicy banana peppers, because I didn't want it too hot to use bell peppers, but I did banana and another couple little green peppers to give it a little kick. But I also gotta add 3 bell peppers to it, a little vinegar, and some salt and pepper, and then let it cook for hours. Like it has to cook for like an hour and a half. And once it's done, it'll go into these jars, which I've already washed these jars in the dishwasher. And then I got this pan that's got to sit here, and I will put the jars in to heat them up in the boiling water, and then fill them up, and then put them back in a water canner with a lid. But we'll get there. So the trick to a good homemade salsa, which I haven't got all my ingredients here, is take all your dry ingredients, like your spices and everything, mix them all in, right, with your onions and everything. Get everything mixed in. Let it sit for an hour to marinate. Just cover it. Let it sit, not even an hour, like 30 minutes, to marinate on just room temperature, just to let it marinate. That's the trick to good salsa. Now I still got to add my garlic, because I want fresh garlic, and I want bell peppers in it, and I want a little bit of vinegar. Everything else is done, but I'm waiting for that to come now. So, and then it's going to take about an hour and a half to completely cook, and then we'll go from there. So we added the bell pepper and about 2 whole cloves of garlic in here, minced and everything, and about a cup and half of vinegar, because you have to have your acid in it to break up everything and get everything tasting right. Now it's time to cook. So we've been cooking for about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes, and This is the basis of my salsa. Got everything in there that I needed, and I'm finding little herb sticks that I do not want in it. But that's part of using real herbs, and some sticks will cook down to the herbs, some stems will and some stems won't. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my salsa, and this has been an all-day video, and I still got a long way to go, so I'll get there. Y'all bear with me. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. You know, I put a lot of time and effort into these videos and whatever, and if you can, it helps our channel, it helps our family if you subscribe. And before you say anything, yes, I put the stem and all in my stuff when I do my salsa, when it comes to my herbs, because of the fact, yes, I do wash my herbs, don't get me wrong. I use it because of the fact that any plant has chlorophyll in it, okay? Scientific, it has chlorophyll in it. And in herbs, that chlorophyll in the stem of that plant is what holds all the flavor. Yes, the leaves do have it too, but the stem has more of a potent flavor. Does that make sense? It's stronger. So yes, I'd much rather chop it up, wash it, chop it up, put it all in there, and then pick out the hard stems later. But that's how I do my stuff. So I'll tell you, this has been cooking for about an hour, and a little over an hour or so. But I'm going to let it continue cooking until this pot of water gets heated up and I get everything set up over here that I need to do this, okay? So about another few minutes or so, we'll be ready to go. So I've got my clean disinfecting jars, right? I put a half a teaspoon of salt in each one, because salt is your friend in this. You need it to preserve. That's what you're doing. I got my lids heating up in the back. My water's going. It's getting close. So when you get your salsa up to about an inch from the top, make sure you wipe off the brims with just a wet towel. I'm using an old dish rag, but that's wet, that's clean. And then we're going to take and put our tops on top of that. Put the rings down, tighten it as tight as you possibly can. Or some people say finger tight. I can't get mine to seal like that, but I just tighten mine as tight as I can. And then when I get these done and wiped down, they'll go in here, and they'll be in here about 10 to 15 minutes, and then they'll get taken out and put over here. This right here is also going to help get rid of any germs and help your seal stick. So like I said, about 10-15 minutes in here on boil, which is not boiling yet, but I'm getting ready to go in here. But it's okay, because see, we already emptied half, so you know, we're getting there. So these just came out, and as you can tell, this right here little part is swollen a little bit. That's what you want. That means it's going to have hopefully a good seal. It just came out of the water bath for like 10-15 minutes. I can't really remember, but that's what happens. And by the way, make sure everything you use stays sanitized during your process, because any little bacteria you get will ruin your canning experience. On top of that, the little inner parts of the lids, you have to have new one of those. However, you can reuse your rings by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But the inside is a whole different, you have to get brand new. So if you like this canning video and you saw how I do my salsa, please like, share it, and subscribe. It's right under my name with a subscription. It's not very expensive. And that way it encourages me to continue to do more canning videos and more cooking videos for you if you are subscribed. Okay? And please share and like. The reason I hadn't done a lot of videos today is because I've been working on this one video. And I've been working on this one in one video for about 5 hours. No lie. So, yeah, I love you guys. And I hope you guys had the most amazing day. We ended up with around 15 to 17 jars of salsa. And it will last till probably next year. Now, if you do your own canning and you do it right, it can last up to 3 to 5 years, if not longer. depending on your seals and everything.